When we got to the courtyard, Hiruko and the others were already closing in on Ava. Hey, what do you guys think you're doing? Mr. Sumino, you needn't have come, Takumi. I can handle this myself. Don't try to stop me. I'm in no mood to deal with your strange behavior right now. You are the one who is acting strange. What's all this about throwing Ava out? Sorry, Takumi, but I'm with Hiruko on this one. Ain't no way we can keep this girl on our team. Why not? I belong to you. I'm yours to use as you see fit. Cause you keep saying freaky shit like that, for a start. Whatever Sirei did to her, I doubt even my torture techniques will do much good now. Please stop, we shouldn't be contributing to a culture of workplace bullying. This isn't bullying, she is not even human. I must protest, too. Poor Miss Ava has been through enough already. What is that supposed to mean? Didn't she decide to join our side of her own free will? Oh, well, I mean to say that is... Nigou, if you want to keep Ava here, you can tell us the truth about her yourself. You must know why she is acting so strangely. What did you and Sirei do to her? The thing about that is, talk or she leaves, make your choice. Is this what Hiruko was aiming for all along? But if I leave, that will make it harder for me to kill invaders for you. Then tell us the truth. Sirei did something to Ava. I'm not backing down until I find out what. Especially when there are other team members who haven't been themselves lately. Hiruko looked at me when she said that. I didn't reply. I just stood there, rooted to the spot. Somewhere deep down I wanted to know the truth too. Fess up, Nigou. Tell us everything you know. I would, but I've been ordered to stay quiet, and I cannot defy my orders. You do realize you're not getting out of this that easily. Yes, of course, and there's one way for you to learn the truth.
You must destroy me.
Destroy you? Then you can remove the memory chip from my body and view it on the central computer in the war room. That way you'll know everything I know, even the things I'm not allowed to talk about. Huh? Didn't realize that was an option. Won't you just blow us up the moment we attack you? Only the Honorable Sirei can detonate the bombs inside you. The most I can do is blow myself up, and I'm not about to do that now. You can do whatever you wish to me without any risk of injury to yourself. Interesting. There, you see, destroy me and you'll learn the truth. But in return, please let Miss Ava be. She doesn't deserve this kind of malice. I can live with that. Hiruko adjusted her stance and took aim at Nigou. Hiruko, what are you doing? I let out a strangled protest. I'll tell you again, don't try to stop me. This is for your benefit too, Takumi. In fact, it concerns the entire team. We have to find out what's going on while we still can. She's serious. She really is going to destroy Nigou. You might not get injured in the process, but there's bound to be consequences for doing something like that. Even so, is Hiruko right? Is there some connection between what happened to Ava and what she says is happening to me? I don't think I have been acting strange, but Hiruko is not the type to get worked up over nothing. Somewhere in the back of my mind, I know there was something going on. And if I didn't find out what that something was, I would never be free of this weird sense of uneasy. She's doing it. Hiruko really is going to destroy Nigou. But should I stop her? I have to make a choice. What should I do? Hold on, Hiruko. I can't let you do this. I stood in her way. I had to interfere. Are you serious? Oh, now I'm fully convinced. Something isn't right with you. With me? What do you mean? If you really don't know, I'll tell you my theory. Sirei has done something to you. Just like he did to Ava. Wait a minute. What are you saying, Hiruko? Are you implying he has been brainwashed? Brainwashed? What? You are messing with me. I am the same Takumi I have always been, nothing weird here. But in that case, what is this strange uneasy I feel in my chest? Hiruko's words triggered my suspicion. Why was I so ready to believe Sirei? I didn't even question what was going on with Ava.
Huh?
Hey, you good, Takumi? You don't look so good.
Ugh.
I figured as much. That's all the more reason for you to just stand back and watch. It will all become clear once I destroy Nigou. Yuko adjusted her stance and took aim at Nigou. Oh god, she's really going to destroy him. I can't let that happen. Stop. I tried to stop her, but my body wouldn't move. It was just then. What happened? When I came to it, everyone was laid out on the ground. I couldn't so much as move a finger. That flash, that impact, could it be?
Cripes, Nigou, what are you doing? I wish you could just keep things together for 2 minutes without needing me to intervene.
Sirei had shown up at some point and was now grumbling to himself.
Who knew the insurance I set up to keep Ava from running away would come in so handy? Now, I'm going to have to cover up all of the brainwashing too. Well, I suppose I'll just have to replace everyone's memories with some more peaceful ones.
Sirei, you...
Oh, you're awake. I guess you heard all that, huh?
Did you mess with my memory?
Oops. I must not have done a great job. Yikes, what a nuisance. Well, that tears it. Time to take some more drastic measures. It seems like you know far too much.
Sirei slowly approached me as I tried in vain to move.
What are you going to do?
Don't worry. I'm just gonna make these 100 days very easy on you. Now then, close your eyes.
My vision was enshrouded in darkness. Hey, Takumi.
Huh?
You've been spacing all the way out, dude.
I came to in a familiar classroom. Gaku was eyeing me suspiciously.
Snap out of it, man. Didn't you get enough sleep last night?
Oh no. I just... Well, I guess... I feel like I'm forgetting something important.
Can't be that important if you forgot it.
Gaku shrugged and sipped on his milk.
You might have a point.
There was a carton in front of me with a straw in it as well. I brought it to my lips and took a sip. The lukewarm milk floated into my mouth. As I savored it, thoughts bubbled up to the surface of my mind.
Huh?
Hey, Gaku.
Yeah!
Yeah? Don't you hate how there is always a little bit left in the carton even after you try to drink the whole thing? You can suck all you want, tilt it at any angle, but there's always some left. Well, thanks for subjecting me to your pointless shower thought. Hey, it's not pointless, it's related to what we were just talking about. It's like the frustration you feel when you are trying to remember something, but you can't quite get there. Trying to suck up that last bit of milk is the same deal. That's still a pointless shower thought, if you ask me.
Huh?
It doesn't bother you?
Ugh.
Not at all, dude. Once I can't get any more milk out of it, I just huck it. I was unsettled by what he just said, maybe even slightly shocked. I was so sure Gaku would know what I was trying to say, but that doesn't feel like a waste to you. Dude, I might be poor, but I'm not desperate for 2 drops of milk. The juice isn't worth the squeeze, if you know what I mean. It's not about whether or not it's worth it, it's about the feeling. Do you really waste your time thinking about this stuff while you drink your milk, bro? Sort about that's kind of real freaking lame.
Hey!
Shut up, I know I'm not alone in this.
Yeah!
Oh yeah, who would agree with you? Okay, I'll try to imagine what all of them will say, starting with Takemaru.
No frickin' way! He'd flip out and be like, I ain't got time for dumb shit like that.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to imagine him trying to methodically extract every last drop. Same for Kurata, Tsubasa, and Hiruko?
I don't even think Kurata would deign to sip milk out of a carton. The twins and Yugamu wouldn't do it either. In fact, nobody with a good-looking face would be caught dead doing it. cause you end up looking real dumb and ugly trying to forcibly suck stuff through a straw.
That sounds like Gaku's own personal twisted reasoning, and I think he's trying to insult me.
Okay, then what about Shoma and Moko?
Sure, I guess Shoma would agree, but I'm not sure about Moko. She's surprisingly sensitive. I guess she could go either way.
That sounds about right to me.
Next, I thought of Darumi and Kyoshika and found myself at a loss for words. How would they have responded? They are gone now. I will never get the opportunity to pick their brains over meaningless stuff like this ever again.
Ugh.
Something bothering you? Oh no, that leaves Nozomi, right? Nozomi seemed like she would cleanly and neatly drink the entire carton. What about Karuha? Nozomi, I think she is the least likely to do it out of anyone. Why is that? The more polite and nice a girl is, the more she is likely to secretly be totally nasty. You know, like the type of girl who would throw out a cake you gave her with a smile. No, Nozomi would never. You don't get it, man. Girls are terrifying. I will know. I have seen some wild stuff. Why does it sound like you're bragging? Where did you get these ideas about women anyway? I mean, I guess from my part-time jobs and stuff. Gaku's eyes darted around. Anyway, Shoma is the only one who would for sure, which means you are in the minority. I felt strangely irritated seeing how smug Gaku looked about this. Maybe what he said about Nozomi had gotten to me. Hey, we don't know for sure. We have to ask.
Yeah!
Pretty sure the results aren't gonna change, but do you wanna bet on it? If 3 other people say they try to drink everything in the carton, we'll say you win. If 2 or less people agree, I win. Getting 3 people to agree with me feels achievable. Fine, what are we betting? Gaku sat in thought for a moment before a wicked grin spread across his face. You'll help me with a little something I've been cooking up behind the scenes. Please tell me it's not something that is going to upset the girls. Fine, whatever, I just won't lose then. And if I win, you better stop making weird assumptions about Nozomi. Sure thing, report back to me when you are done asking everyone then. I already know how this is gonna end though. You are making me do all the work? Fine. My pointless shower thought ended up in an equally pointless wager. Well, I suppose this is better than constantly thinking about war. I guess I'll start by asking anyone who seems like they are not busy. I started by asking Takemaru in the parking lot if he went out of his way to try and drink every last drop in a milk carton, but... I ain't got time for dumb shit like that. Got it, thanks. It wasn't the answer I wanted, but it was the one I expected. I don't know what the hell you're talking about, but that's my answer. So Takuma is a no, then looks like you get what you see with him. On to the next. There's Moko, I should ask her. She seems health conscious, so I have some faith she'll be on my side. Milk cartons? Sorry, but no thank you. Oh, you don't like them? I'm surprised. It seems healthy. I mean, if I want to add protein, I have to get it out of the carton, right? Oh, I guess so. But my recent fave is honey and liquid sweetener cocktail. It's an efficient way to get 20 times the calories of a normal person. Is that even a drink for humans? I guess that's a no for Moko. Too bad, I had hope. On to the next person. Hoping this will be my moment to score a victory, I asked Shoma the same question. Oh, you want to know if I drink every last drop in a carton of milk? Yeah, hearing you say it makes it sound so pointless, so I'm sorry to ask. It's okay, nothing out there is more pointless than I am, so... But back to the question, I don't drink every last drop. Huh? I'm kinda surprised. I mean, doesn't milk carton dregs sound like an insult? I feel rather sympathetic to the milk that's left behind to rot. I can't bring myself to drink it because of the guilt I will feel. I'm sorry for this pathetic answer. I'm worth less than moldy carton scum. No way, Shoma was the one person I was sure I had on my side. This doesn't bode well for me. Anyway, I'm getting hungry. I'll have some lunch and then ask around some more. Resuming my quest for positive responses, I arrived at the biolab. Yugamu was there. I had to assume he was a lost cause, but there was only one way to be sure. Such a profound question. Yeah, well, I had a feeling you would say no, but my answer is yes, I drink it all up. Wait, really? Didn't you know all the great assassins drink their milk? Myself included, I don't waste a drop. It was my first time hearing about the milk situation in the murder business, but I guess I shouldn't have made assumptions. Even if this is just a single vote for yes, it's an important one. Glad I could be of help. Well, since you are here, how about a little bit of a massage? I really wish you wouldn't just casually throw that out like a friend offering a beer. Yugamu's weirdness aside, I was starting to have hope. I just needed to keep this momentum going. I went to see the twins, hoping that at least one of them would give me the answer I needed. Ever drop in the carton? I don't go that far. It's embarrassing when you suck on the straw too hard and it makes that weird noise. Same here, Mr. Sumina. Do you always go out of your way to polish it off completely?
Hey!
Don't look at me like that. I'm starting to feel like a weirdo. Well, it's no big deal. Everyone has their quirks. Speaking of milk, I have an utterly wild story to tell you that I heard from a host I know. Hey, Ima. I probably don't want to hear whatever it is. Anyway, let us know who wins the bet. Do your best, Takumi. I wasn't sure how exactly I was meant to do my best, but I moved on to the next location. I held out hope and questioned Tsubasa. Unfortunately, I never really thought about it, but trying to get every last drop seems a little annoying to me, I guess. I see, sorry for the weird question. Oh, it's no problem. I'm more concerned about whatever Gaku is planning. There's no way it's anything good. Be careful, okay? Yeah, thanks for the warning. I was starting to get more worried about what will happen when I lost. After asking 7 people today, I had only a single vote. I think I might have made a bad bet. Still, I never imagined this pointless thought would carry me through the whole day. I had a feeling I had been thinking about something more important before I got onto the subject, but if I can remember, I guess it's not that important. And so my thoughts wandered until I was lost in the fog of sleep. I had a dream that night. Someone was saying something to me. These mellow days will continue forever and ever. Nothing of note will happen. Time will pass peacefully and quietly, and you will have fun and enjoy it. But if that's not what you want, maybe you should turn back. Once again, these mellow days will continue forever and ever, into eternity. Proceeding means you have accepted this. You are ready, right? Then the voice disappeared into the darkness, and I fell further into a deep, restful sleep. Looks like no sign of any enemy attack today. I guess I'll go ask my question to all the people I didn't ask yesterday. I feel a bit goofy for doing this over multiple days, but there was no turning back now. Besides, peace is a good thing. First up for questioning today would be Nozomi. What a unique question. I knew you were going around asking everyone about something, but I didn't think it was going to be this. Stop, I'll get embarrassed. Well, what about you, Nozomi? Sorry, Takumi, but if I answer honestly, I don't try to suck up every last drop. Right, sorry for asking a weird question. A really weird one at that. It's totally okay, I'm not bothered at all. I knew Nozomi was a good girl. She will never be secretly bad. There's just no way she is, but... Hey Nozomi, can I ask another question while I am here? You wouldn't impulsively take a cake and... Huh? Oh, forget about it. Oh crap, why am I letting Gaku's delusions get to me? I better pull myself together and move on to the next person. The cold gaze Hiruko gave me in response to my questions was 8 times more painful than I had imagined. This is easily among the top most pointless questions ever asked.
Hey!
Sorry, I can't even argue with that. Well, my answer is no. Now, don't waste my time with such nonsense. I'm really sorry, you're right, honestly. Damn, I haven't even gotten one more vote today. This isn't looking good. Who haven't I asked yet? Ava? Thinking of Ava made me feel a twinge of discomfort. It was like something about her made me feel uneasy. But that discomfort was quickly replaced by irritation. I'll just go find Kurara for now. Huh? What absolute tribe? I guess it was a waste to ask. Excuse me, how utterly disrespectful of you to say that when it's my time being wasted, you filthy commoner. I will never stoop to sucking on some cheap milk carton anyway, so it's all the more ludicrous. If you want to ask vulgar questions, you should ask someone vulgar like Kyoshika. Kyoshika? That's right, she should be hanging around somewhere. Come on, Kurara, that's not funny. What are you talking about? I'm the one who should be asking that. Why would you say that of all things?
Were you speaking of me?
What? You gave me a fright. My ears are ringing. You scream like you just saw a ghost or something. A ghost? Right, this only makes sense if she really is a ghost. I mean, I saw the attack that killed her. It happened right in front of my eyes. If you keep
yelling in the common area, I'm seriously gonna kill myself.
No, wait, Dorumi too? Kyoshika, try to keep the yelling restricted to the times you are taking care of yourself in your room. What does she sound like? Is she a grunter? I stifled myself with a pillow. What's going on? Am I dreaming? The two dead girls are here, speaking and breathing right in front of me, as if nothing ever happened. Oh, you two seem to be faring much better. Yeah, we are A-okay in terms of fighting power. Sirei, what do you mean? They are faring better. They died. Are you sleepwalking or something? It's normal to die in a battle. Sure, the revival-matic had a bit of a malfunction, but it took a moment to get them back, but I'm sure I told you they were already up and about. Samurai only get stronger when they come back from the brink of death. I wanna kill the guy that killed me. Sirei told me. Took you guys long enough. I was tired of waiting. Were you worried about us? Absolutely not. Fewer members means more work for me. Oh wow. You don't see traditional tsunderes like this in the wild anymore. Seeing the scene playing out in front of me made me feel like things were as they should be. Kyoshika and Dorumi were alive. They survived. That's all that matters. After asking everyone, I found out Dorumi tries to drink every last drop of milk too, scoring me a total of 2 votes. But that was the end for me. I had lost the bet. The idea of telling Gaku the outcome was really weighing me down, or it would have if I didn't have other things on my mind. I was more concerned with how I had drawn such a horrible conclusion about what happened to Doremi and Kyoshika. It's no use, I'm too tired to get my thoughts in order. My consciousness faded, pulling me into a sleep that felt like a white haze. Morning again. I had spent all of yesterday on something totally meaningless. I should have been confronting our life or death situation, but the idea of losing the bet had me frustrated. Maybe there's something I can do. What?
Intruder alert! Intruder alert! Unauthorized personnel detected on school grounds. Defense mode initiated. All available troops prepare for battle immediately.
Damn, that was practically on cue. The familiar sound of the alarm snapped me back into cold reality. I could worry about milk cartons later. I need to hurry to the war room. Everyone was already gathered in the war room. The warrior has returned. Behold the glimmer of Kyoshika and the holy Jumanji sword he knew. I am so tired though. I wish I could have stayed dead for another 3 or so days. Kyoshika and Doremi. There they are, alive and well. I guess I really did just misunderstand what happened. What's the matter, Takumi? Are you gonna pussy out? We need a real leader right now. No, I'm fine. Let's go, guys. Yes, I will kill, then kill some more. Great, looks like everything has been tuned just right. Hooray! Let's get going then.
Oh, for the love of murder. That was no fun at all.
Be careful! I've detected a powerful enemy presence approaching.
Is the headliner about to step into the ring?
How infuriating. How dare that bitch push me around. Who the hell does she think I am? I'm the great Adam Cube, the paragon of hatred! You're all going down!
Whoa, he's so fast. It's gonna be hard to hit him.
If we could just stop him, he'd be no more than rust on my holy Jumanji sword's blade!
Takumi! We need the next chapter of your official strategy guide.
I'm pretty sure traps were effective last time.
Then leave it to me. All fools who would dare oppose the old Suzukis will spend all eternity regretting their decision in hell! I'll end it all here!
we stopped him in his tracks, it was no issue at all.
Then let's kill him already.
Yo, when this is done, we have to settle our bet, Takumi.
Huh? What's that? Something shining in the sky.
The sky? You?
An offering to my magnificence. I commend you. With this, I am one step closer to becoming a god.
But you're dead. I mean, Kyoshika, she...
What did I do?
I mean...
That fucked up freak ain't one of her own!
Careful. She'll be even stronger now that she has absorbed his power.
We'll be in trouble if we don't stop her here and now. Take it from here, leader.
Right.
Bow down! To inflict such a grave wound on someone as great as I seem to have underestimated you. Out of consideration for your effort, I will retreat. But I will obtain that power and become God. I am the paragon of hope, Veshness. Await my return with bated breath.
The Supreme Commander simply turned and walked away, her high laugh echoing across the schoolyard. Okay, Takumi, let's hear it. How did our bet turn out? Is now really the time? I just don't want you to use this as an excuse to brush it off. Are you talking about the milk carton thing? You are still doing that?
Yeah.
Oh, this is perfect. We can announce the winner in front of everyone. Go on, tell us if you manage to find 3 or more people who drink every last drop. Crap, at this rate I'll lose the bet. But I have already asked everyone, and in the end I only got 2 people. I gritted my teeth as I looked around at everyone's faces when suddenly I had a realization. Right, there's one person left. One last person I haven't asked.
You came here just to ask me this.
Right. You are such an interesting person. Huh? Wait a minute, why is Eito here anyway? I thought he ran off. What's the matter? Oh, nothing. Well, he's here now. I thought Doremi and Kyoshika were dead too, but they are back. This must be the same kind of thing. No need to worry about it, though. None at all.
Yeah.
Just answer me one thing, Eito. Do you drink every last drop or no? Eito took turns staring at my face, then Gaku's. He gave a coy smile and opened his mouth to answer. Right, I suppose I like to drink every last drop. Are you serious? What the freak, man? Now I'm gonna have to play my nighttime pool party all by myself. Is that all you wanted to know? I could tell from the delighted look in Eito's eyes. He had done this for me as a favor, and he was going to make sure I didn't forget it. I can't believe he found a way to use this to get one over on me. Ignoring Gaku's overdramatic laments, I was filled with uncertainty despite my win. How did this whole thing get started anyway? It was all so pointless. I tried to remember, but I couldn't. It was like my brain was covered by some kind of fog. Morning already. At some point yesterday, I had fallen into a deep sleep. Feels like I get mentally exhausted so easily lately. I sure hope it's not because I went back in time. Anyway, I should get to the cafeteria and eat something. When I got to the cafeteria, I could hear some sort of argument. Kurara was screaming angrily at Gaku and Takemaru. Who did this? Give yourself up. Don't think you can hide from me. I seriously have no idea what you are talking about. I ain't some kind of petty thief. That ain't real man behavior. Really? Talk is cheap. Why should I believe that? Petty thief? Did someone take something from you? Oh, look who it is. Exactly the type of sullen loser who would do something like this. Kurara pointed at me with a quickness and shouted, Confess, where did you hide my socks? Huh? Socks? That's right, I woke up and they were gone. My favorite socks, and 4 pairs of them at that. No one has ever perpetrated such a vulgar crime against the Osuzukis in all of history. Vulgar seems kind of petty to me, actually. Why did she think I was the type who would steal a girl's socks anyway? That part was way more shocking than the actual crime. Anyway, how do you know they got stolen? Maybe you just lost them? True, I have definitely lost a sock or 2 after a serious throwdown. That's pretty weird in its own right. I will never be so careless and sloppy. And I'm not the only victim either. Suddenly, Kyoshika showed up with a concerned look on her face. My, oh my, search as I may, I can't find them. Wait, did you lose your socks too, Kyoshika? She did, but there's a silver lining to this for you, Kyoshika. If you were the only one who lost her socks, everyone would have assumed it was because of your abnormal personal proclivities. Well, I never ever got to wear them. Kyoshika's proclivities aside, knowing there were 2 victims changes things. Well, the only thing stolen were girls' socks. If this isn't the work of some pervert boy, I don't know what it is. Either you fess up and I castrate you myself, or I twist your junk until you admit it. I'm telling you, it ain't got shit to do with me. Why would I steal a girl's socks? Pardon me, but has anyone seen my socks? I haven't been able to find them all morning. What? After that, once Kurara was done excoriating everyone in the vicinity... You hear me? Unless you don't want me to carve pervert into your forehead, you will bring the real culprit to me immediately. And with that, she and Kyoshika took off. Man, who would steal socks? I would understand if it was a bra or something, but... I smell a case of food. This fits perfectly at the intersection of slice of life and mystery. Mystery, huh? Right, the twins love pretending they are detectives. Hey, Ima, do you think Kako would be interested in the case? Oh, I suppose she might, but I would really rather we kept her out of it. As her older brother, I can't have her getting involved in a potential sex crime. He has a point. I would feel bad if it ended up traumatizing her. Then you are just gonna have to investigate it yourself, ain't ya, Takumi? Why me? Well, because Kurara suspects you the most. Up to it, leader.
Hey!
You only address me as leader when you want me to deal with something. Well, fine. Ima, did you lock your door the night you lost your socks? I'm pretty sure I did, but I only noticed they were gone this morning. There's a chance someone might have snuck in a different way while I was out of my room. I'm pretty sure Kurara says something similar. Then that means everyone is a suspect. I guess I'll just have to make the rounds. Keep this a secret from Kako. I don't want her to find out and try to get involved. Got it. I'll just have to come up with something if she asks. I also suggest you don't make assumptions about the gender of the perpetrator when it comes to perverse sex crimes. One time a coworker told me that a woman obsessed with the top host at our establishment snuck into his bathroom and... Whoa, I thought you were trying not to traumatize people. I kinda get the feeling I keep getting wrapped up in totally pointless busy work lately. Despite all my investigative efforts in the afternoon, I had made shockingly little progress. I had inquired with every last person, but I didn't get a single clue. I would have taken anything, even a vague witness testimony of a suspicious person on the prowl, but everyone seemed like they were being honest. I had no suspects, as far as I could see anyway. It's too late now, but I'm annoyed I am being forced to do all of this legwork. Well, it's time to study. Understood, I look forward to this. Kako and Eva entered the library. They spread out dozens of encyclopedias and books on the desk as they chatted about something. What are you two doing? Oh, Takumi, well, actually, Officer Kako is providing me with military training. That sounds dramatic. Military training? That's what Ava seems to think, but I'm not actually going to teach her fighting strategies or anything. Ava doesn't seem to know much about us, so I thought I should teach her. Oh, okay, they are just studying Earth culture. On closer inspection, Ava had a bag full of something by her feet. It was full of what looked like junk. I guess they are teaching materials. Well, I don't fully understand, but I'm happy to see it. I would hate to get in their way, and like Ima said, I can't let Kako get involved in what's going on. I exited the library and left the two of them to their fun. I decided to end my slow, fruitless investigation and go to bed. First milk cartons, now socks. It's really been the most pointless things taking up all my time lately. Well, I guess that's the price of peace. I better get some sleep. Back to investigating the Great Sock Caper, I suppose. But I don't see how searching aimlessly is going to get me anywhere. I need to find a way out of this plateau. I found myself in the courtyard. Eito was sitting comfortably in the cage in front of me.
Back again! How nice to see you, Takumi. It's quite pleasant in here, but I do get rather bored.
Pleasant? That cage?
It's practically heaven to me. It means I don't have to see or hear any ugliness.
By which he means us humans.
Then it's odd that you'd be happy to see me. It must be unbearable for you to hear and see me.
You're special, Takumi. Your intrigue outweighs your ugliness.
I felt like I was seeing something I wasn't supposed to, as Eito spoke to me with such passion hid in his gaze.
Now then, I suppose you're here because you have something to ask me. If not, you wouldn't want to see me.
It was aggravating the way he saw right through me, but I swallowed my pride and explained the sock incident to him.
I see. I envy you guys. How nice that you can afford to concern yourself with such trivial matters while we're trapped in a war zone.
I didn't come here to listen to your sarcasm. If you don't want to engage with this, I'm out.
Wait, hold on. I'm happy to play armchair detective for you. Give me a moment to think about it.
With that, Eito began to contemplate. A criminal trapped in a cage assisting with an investigation. I think that movie swept the Oscars. The protagonist got advice about her case from a serial killer doctor. Eito might be able to rival him in terms of sheer lunacy. Come to think of it, didn't the doctor escape his prison in the end? He escaped.
Hey, Eito. You broke out of this cage before, right?
Why in the world are you bringing that up now, Takumi? It's true. I did successfully escape once, but you caught me soon after. So now I'm here once again.
Oh.
We caught him? When did that happen?
My head feels so foggy.
Takumi? Are you okay, Takumi?
Huh? Good morning, Takumi. I was so worried. You passed out so suddenly. I did? How long was I? Just shy of an hour. Your hideous sleeping face was quite amusing. Finding out I was being observed by Eito while totally helpless has to be the worst thing to wake up to. Anyway, I have something to tell you now that you're awake. A little bit of advice from my cage about your sock robbery case. Do you know who did it? I haven't worked out that much, but this might help.
What you see is not always the truth.
What you see is not always the truth? God, what a typically Eito thing to say. But in some strange way, it clicked. Keep that in mind and you might be able to solve your mystery. Got it, thanks. Now I have done you 2 favors, haven't I? 2? Right, I owe him after he sided with me in my wager with Gaku. You want to make a point card to keep track? What a wonderful idea. What will I get when it's full, There's probably nothing I can do for you. I doubt that very much. Well, suit yourself. I'll be seeing you again, Takumi. In the meantime, I'll come up with a nice design for the stamp card. Is this guy serious? Maybe it was because of that strange fainting incident, but my head felt heavy. I decided not to push myself and went to bed early. Before returning to my room, I tried asking around about Eito, but they all told me the same story. He ran away, but we caught him. Everyone seemed so sure that was exactly how it happened. I guess I just misremembered after all. Why did I go see him anyway? He is as dangerous as the killer in that movie, maybe even more so. I shouldn't be having casual conversations with him. I don't want to keep owing him favors either. But still, the advice he gave me turned over and over in my head as I started to doze off. What you see is not always the truth. The truth, where can I find the honest truth? Morning again. I scratched my head and started to get out of bed when I was overcome with a bizarre sense of discomfort. Day 47? Something felt strange about the date in the announcement. I couldn't explain exactly what it was, but...
Intruder alert! Intruder alert! Unauthorized personnel detected on school grounds. Defense mode initiated. All available troops prepare for battle immediately.
Man, there was no warning at all. Anyway, I need to snap out of it. I have to get to the war room. Everyone else was already there. I explained what I knew about the commander behind the attack based on my knowledge from last time. An enemy that uses sound to induce hallucinations sounds like a horrible nuisance. Sounds like the kind of sneaky gimmick a supernatural heal would use. Yes, if this were a shonen manga, the power of this ability would vary greatly depending on the importance of the antagonist who used it. Whatever it is, don't let yourselves be fooled no matter what you see.
What you see is not always the truth, as they say.
I caught myself saying what Eito had said to me. It was strangely fitting. Do we have a strategy? You sure do, since Takumi warned me about this commander in advance. The music you hear right now is countering the enemy's hallucinatory abilities. That's why you are playing this depressing ass folk song? I thought it was weird no one was saying anything about it, but I guess this means we don't need to worry about the hallucinations. Indeed do. Now get out there and win. Understood, I will kill them all.
Woohoo! Now we don't need to worry about auditory attacks.
Hell yeah! And good fucking riddance to that annoying song, too.
Once we knew how it worked, it was no problem at all. Way to go, team leader!
What about me? I'm the one who actually countered it.
Wait, everyone! Something's coming! Kill them all at once! Sorry, everyone!
The power god of charity. I was too late. You must have suffered so, poor thing. Oh, I wish I could do it all over again. Once again, from the beginning.
Thank you, Yugamu! Now my performance can continue!
Every time I step onto the battlefield, I am filled with nothing but the deepest regret.
And now presents our special show of Love and Destiny, sure to put a smile on your faces!
To battle!
What's going on? Turum Tammy's wounds?
That commander can turn back time.
Huh? What kind of a garbage game lets the enemy safe scum?
We need to take out Newkink, or things will just get worse and worse.
Looks like that's our only choice. We have to figure this out. This is my specialty! A show especially for you! Hi-ya! Here I
No way! Our school!
Stay calm. It's an illusion. Once we beat Turum Tammy, it should go back to normal.
What a sight to behold! A double team maneuver of love and friendship!
Don't let the hallucination deceive you guys! Focus your attacks on Yugank!
Show me your insides!
Just one more time.
One last strike!
Sorry, everyone!
The battle was over. With Turum Tammy defeated, we could see the school as it really was again. But our relief was short-lived. While we were distracted, Veshness made her move. Before any of us could react, she swooped in and absorbed the cryptoglobin from Yugang and Turum Tammy. She sucked up her comrades' power greedily, leaving them blackened, desiccated corpses, tossing them aside like garbage when she was done.
Veshness.
Well done. Truly. And so thoughtful of you to make an offering to me so that I might ascend to further greatness.
Yikes! She sucked up their cryptoglobin and got even stronger!
For fuck's sake! Let's beat her ass!
Don't be crazy! We're all run ragged!
Right. It would be suicide to challenge her after fighting 2 other commanders.
Fear not. I will not kill you here. I will prolong your lives while you are of use to me. Flounder and writhe, insects.
Veshness laughed derisively as she took her leave.
Oh, thank God!
Oh, for the love of murder.
Even though we had managed to defeat 2 commanders, our defensive battle left a bitter taste in our mouth. So long as Veshness is alive, we'll never be able to win. After the battle, I dropped by the library. Kako and Ava were there, a mountain of books spread out before them. Okay, let's get back to it. I am excited. Our mission resumes. A bag stuffed with something or other was beside Eva. Right, she brought it last time for some reason. Are you guys doing your cultural studies again? Oh, Takumi, yes, that's right. Eva has been so motivated to learn recently. This seems like something Sirei would be opposed to, but if he hasn't come to stop them, he must be giving them tacit approval. We'll be continuing our Christmas field training mission.
Huh?
Christmas? That's right, I explained to Eva all about the yearly events we have. But it seems she's most interested in Christmas. She wants to practice so she can become Santa. A mighty man who can deliver military resources to the whole world in a single evening. Supply is essential to strategy, so his conduct is truly heroic. Right, that's why she wants to be like him. Indeed, a laudable goal, be Santa. I don't really think I get how she views Santa, but I guess I am happy for her. I guess that means the bag beside her is her sack full of gifts. It's kind of disturbing that it seems to be filled with weapons upon closer inspection though.
Huh?
Struck by something, I suddenly lifted the bag. I stared with suspicion not at the contents of the bag, but at the bag itself. Is this a sock? Huh? Oh wow, it is! Eva had suddenly brought this with her and claimed it was her Santa sack, but looking more closely, it's a sock. Who knew a sock could stretch like that? I had a hunch. I turned the bag over, and sure enough, there were some stretched out letters written in permanent marker. Kiyoshika. Hey Eva, do you have any other sacks like this? But of course. I have ample sacks so that I do not run out in an emergency. I think she got mixed up because I told her we put presents in stockings. I never would have guessed that this is what happened. Come to think of it, I saw this exact sock right after the incident came to light. But it was so stretched out and filled with God knows what that I wasn't able to recognize it as a sock. And since Ima asked me to keep Kako out of it, I was even less inclined to look closely. In the end, I missed out on the truth right in front of me. What you see is not always the truth, huh? And so the case was suddenly solved, sparing me from the indignity of being labeled a pervert or criminal. Eva did get scolded by Kurara, but since it was clear she had no ill intent, things ended relatively peacefully. The case was solved, but I still felt unsatisfied. Was it because Ato's prophetic words were right after all? Or was it something else? I popped into the rec room to see an unusual combination of people.
Could we wrap this up already? We have limited time for leisure.
Shut up! I fucking know that, okay?
Takemaru and Yugamu were playing cards. Poker, I guess? It was clear from Takemaru's greasy, sweat-drenched face who was losing.
God damn it. Okay, this hand'll do it.
You're calling, then. Let's show our hands.
Takemaru had a 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 straight, while Yugamu had a
full house. I win.
Ah, fuck!
Yugamu scooped up what paltry amount of chips Takemaru had left. Looks like I was just in time to see the end of a long battle. Well then, I'll be sure to collect what we bet on. Yeah, so exciting. Just out of curiosity, what was the bet? Oh, nothing too remarkable. Takemaru will be my tortured guinea pig for a week, that's all. Oh, that's even worse than I thought. A man never goes back on his words. Do whatever you want with my guts. I wish you would be a little less willing. This isn't a butcher sale. Why would the person with the worst poker face in the world make such a suicidal bet anyway? I always thought your burly build would be perfect to experiment with. I haven't gotten anything this good in ages. I can feel the blood flowing to all the right places. Yugamu waved his fingers lecherously, his expression one of pure ecstasy. Wait, I can't let you do that to one of your friends. Takumi, I lost fair and square. Don't pity me and make me look even worse.
Hey!
That's not it. As leader of this unit, I can't overlook a high-risk interaction between comrades. Obviously, this could be a problem for our group living situation, but it could affect our future defensive battles too. I suppose you do have a point. But I am an assassin. I respect a contract above all else. I'll be less than scum if I ignored what was agreed upon. Big words coming from a murderer.
Oh.
So for the sake of our leader, I have a suggestion. I'll offer you a rematch. Huh? What are you talking about? We'll play cards again some other time. If you win, your death is clear. But if I win, you'll be my Genia pick as originally promised. I see he's making the biggest concession possible. But it's kind of more scary to see a killer being so rational and approachable.
Huh?
Sure, does that work for you, Takemaru?
Hey!
You didn't have to do that. I was ready for this. But I'll do it for our leader. Thanks, I guess.
Oh.
Now then, when shall we have our rematch? Right, come to think of it, Takemaru has no hope of winning right now. In a week, no, in 10 days. You're asking for a lot. 10 is too many. I'll give you 9. Can't spell sign without 9. Fine, 9 days from now means the rematch is on day 57 then. Hey, don't I get a say? I'm ready to go right now. You will lose again. I'm going to train you until it's time for your rematch. Train me? I like the sound of that. Now things are heating up. This was how, through some machination of fate, I ended up trying to coach Takemaru to victory. Although I'm hardly a poker expert myself, well, there's no turning back now. I'll just have to do whatever I can. First things first, I needed to assess Takemaru's skills for myself. We had a casual match so I could see where he was at, but...
I got nothing to show for myself. Takumi, you gotta be a gangster to be this good. Which crew do you play for, huh?
I'm pretty bad at this, honestly. It's just that you're even worse than I imagined.
Damn, I didn't expect much, but I never thought he was this bad. From what I can tell, you might be trying too hard for big hands. You keep busting after making Hail Mary plays. Huh? You stupid or something? Why wouldn't I aim for the best of the best? Also, your face completely gives away whether or not your hand is good. You need to bluff more. Bluff? That's some cover shit right there. Oh my god, who knew someone could be this poorly suited for poker? I still have no idea why he would make such a serious bet on a game he's so bad at. Okay, I'll start simple. We'll just have to work our way up from the bottom. Take it away, Takumi. Takumi-sensei. Sensei? You gotta draw a clear line between master and pupil when you teach, and I know now you are a lot stronger than me. This guy can be surprisingly down to earth. I just wish he would follow my lead when it comes to strategy too. But one thing at a time, I guess. Not that I think he'll be able to bluff even if I teach him. I'm not really suited to be a sensei, but let's do what we can until the day of the rematch. Yeah, let's leave that bastard Yugamu speechless. I tried to coach Takemaru through the game of poker as much as time would allow. Honestly, there wasn't a single day where I felt we had gotten any results. Even if we still have time, it's almost impossible to imagine him beating Yugamu. Maybe I need to find another way. Now then, I need to come up with some ideas for how to train Takemaru today. Right, maybe it would help to make him play with other opponents. That could help me figure out what his strengths and weaknesses are. Poker sounds fun. Will you play with him then? You know it, I'll accept any challenge from anybody, anytime, that's my motto. Thanks, let's do this then. Moko, she was physically tough, but there was no telling her poker skills. Maybe she will be the perfect opponent after all. Hell yeah, I won! You got me, not bad, Takemaru. Same to you. We've been going back and forth, but I'm gonna clinch this in the next hand. Show me what you've got. You're not gonna get me to tap out that easy. What a shock, they have been equally matched so far, much to my surprise. Trading wins and losses, just when I think Moko has him cornered, Takemaru claws his way back. Maybe Takemaru is getting the hang of it.
Aight, here we fucking go. This is how I win. Suck on this! Killer Full House!
What?
Moko leapt up as if she had been struck by some kind of invincible force, sending her chair flying.
How do you like that? You're finished!
Truly incredible, Takemaru. But looks like you didn't have what it takes to bring down Moko.
What?
Take this! My table-turning finisher move! Avalanche Royal Straight Flush!
Impossible. Faced with the reveal of Moko's incredibly powerful hand, Takemaru did a sum result and fell face down on the floor. I guess there's no need for a 10 count. You did well, Takemaru. A fine performance. Performance? The all too even back and forth, the incredibly dramatic conclusion. All of it made me very aware of a certain possibility. Moko, don't tell me, were you intentionally holding back? Were you purposefully trying to create a good storyline like you would for a pro wrestling match? Oh, team leader, you are not supposed to just come out and say it. But I guess I still have some way to go if it was that easy for you to tell. What? Are you telling me you were toying with me? Oh no, Takuma, I thought you knew and were just going along with it. I mean, you reacted so intensely whenever you lost and got so cocky whenever you won. I wasn't doing it on purpose, I was playing it straight and real serious. Good lord, forget thinking they might be evenly matched. Takemaru's problems started way before we began his training. He got played like a fiddle and didn't even learn anything in the process. I'm sorry, Takemaru, I made a huge mistake when I chose your opponent. After being so thoroughly elated, believing he'd finally had a good game, Takemaru didn't take the news lightly. After that, we had to end our training for the day. I guess I need to reconsider who might be best suited to play against him. Now then, what to do for today's training? I think it might be important to let him get a proper feel for what it's like to win. They say success leads to improvement, after all. Which means I need to find someone Takemaru can actually beat. In that case, I think I know who it has to be. Oh, a game of poker? Count me in. Your enthusiasm is a huge help. Just to be sure, how much experience do you have with poker? There was a non-zero chance that she was an unexpected powerhouse like Moko. To be honest with you, I worship DRB from JoJo. I've always wanted to play ever since I saw that one scene. Okay, so there's a chance. If Kyoshika is his opponent, Takuma is sure to win. So I'm playing you today, huh? You sure are. What should we bet? How about our souls? What? Ourselves? What the hell, Takumi-sensei? I'm gonna straight up die before I get my rematch with Yugamu.
Hey!
Kyoshika, if you could lay off the manga references, that would be great. He'll take them seriously. Very well, I really wanted to yell God like Derby, though. And this is my sword, the Holy Jumanji sword. I told you to put that thing away. And so began their game.
Yeah! Take this! A straight!
Ha! I have a straight too. Does that mean it's a draw?
Wait, no, Kyoshika, that's not right. Those are all base cards and aces. And they're all the same suit. That's a royal flush.
What?
Oh, then I won!
Let's go! Full house! Now I win for sure.
I have a joker. So, I guess I have a full house too?
No, if you use the joker like an ace, you have 4 of a kind.
What the hell?
Did I win again?
Eat this! 1 pair!
Behold my royal flush!
That is a royal flush. I mean, no matter how you look at it, Takemaru loses, so...
This is horrible. I can't believe this is happening. I guess you finally realize that Kyoshika has freakishly good luck. But only for completely worthless things like this peasant little game. Oh, what a useless trait. I am pathetic. I can't even beat Kyoshika. This is exact opposite of what I was hoping for. I am scum. I'm trash. I'm a maggot. Did I accidentally do something again? You have no idea.
Hey!
I'm so sorry, Takuma. I chose an even worse opponent than I did yesterday. I couldn't bear to see Takemaru with his self-confidence so completely shredded. It was a horrible tragedy, like watching a train wreck. I sure hope I can find him a suitable opponent tomorrow. I thought about it last night in bed. Maybe these one-on-one practice games are the problem. If I can get 4 or so people at the table, he might be able to beat one of them. And maybe he can learn from watching how the others play. I guess I should try to round up a group then.
Yeah!
Is this everybody who is playing? I think you were wise to choose me. I'm as worthless at poker as I am at everything else. Come on, Shoma, don't put yourself down like that. That's not why Takumi picked you, right, Takumi? Yeah, it will be a lie to say that it wasn't part of my criteria, but still, I had a feeling this combination of players wasn't going to make for a regular game. It bothered me that Takemaru had become so untalkative after yesterday's loss, but it was time to try a 4-person game.
I'm not sure what cards I should swap out.
Does that mean you actually have a great hand tucked away there, Nozomi?
Oh, not at all. But you must be feeling lucky if you're interrogating me.
Well, maybe I'm secretly a poker genius.
How nice. Well, I'm fully expecting to end up dead last.
Is that so? You have a passive play style, but you know when to fold. That's a good strategy. Honestly, it's not too dissimilar from what the pros do.
Really? She's right. This is a pretty evenly matched game. I'm enjoying it.
Yeah, playing like this is a blast.
I guess it is fun.
This game was starting to have a nice friendly vibe. It wasn't what I set out to accomplish, but it was nice in its own way. Meanwhile though, Takemaru...
Forget it. I fold.
Got it.
He has lost his spirit. On paper, it's a good thing that he has gotten over his reckless style of playing, but... Crap, I fell to 3rd place. I never should have messed up like that. I can't believe I came in 2nd. I am so sorry, everyone. Don't be sorry, that was pure skill. But me coming in 1st was just a fluke for sure. But dude, that was fun. Let's do it again soon. I will love it if everyone else could join in next time. Right, I'll make sure to lose next time. The 3 of them enthusiastically analyzed their game. I guess all that matters is that they had fun. Except for this guy. But this was all meant for Takemaru and he looked dead inside. It was like he expected to come in dead last. Takemaru, this time might not have worked out, but you'll win for sure next time. Sure. Crap, he's completely lost all motivation. I guess getting trounced by Kyoshika really hit him hard. It's no longer a question of who he should play. Maybe I should be more concerned about fixing his mental game before the rematch. I didn't feel any of Takemaru's usual overwhelming spirit today. It looks like he has completely given up on the idea that he might win. How is he going to beat anyone, let alone Yugamu, in this state? I need to find a way to get him past this.
Hmm.
4 days until the rematch. I haven't improved at all. If anything, I think I have set him back. How do I fix this? I don't really want to do this, but maybe I have to ask him for help. Right. It has become somewhat of a habit for you to come to me for advice, hasn't it?
Hey!
Yeah, unintentionally. I really don't want to owe him any more than I already do, but I can't deny that Eito's advice has been surprisingly helpful. But I'm afraid there's nothing I can do for you this time. What? In fact, I have to ask, why did you think I'll be of any use in this situation? It doesn't matter whether Takemaru gets tortured or not, does it? Now that he says it, that might be true, but still, there's no turning back now. I was so sure Eito would help me find a way forward, but now I'm at a total loss. I heard everything. Whoa. I might be able to assist you with Takemaru. Huh? Really? Is Ava even good with cards? I doubt she even knows the rules. It is clear that Mr. Takemaru's mental potential is greatly diminished. I believe what he needs is to address that problem rather than the technical aspects of the game. I see, she has a point. Not bad, Avi. You are far too kind, Evie. Evie, 80? We were cage neighbors in the courtyard. We went through some stuff together and now we are bonded. We are BFFs. Yay, peace and love. Anyway, I guess it couldn't hurt to let Ava deal with Takemaru. And would you mind seeing what you can do? Leave it to me. I will show you a miracle turnaround. And that's how I ended up leaving Ava to take care of Takemaru. I'll be lying if I said I wasn't worried, but I guess I'll just pray things turn out for the best and get some sleep. Morning already? I wonder how Takemaru and Ava are doing. I'll go check in on them later.
I am Ava, your senior drill instructor. From now on, you will speak only when spoken to. The first and last words out of your filthy sewer will be, sir. Do you understand that, maggot?
Sir! Yes, sir!
Bullshit! I cannot hear you! Sound off like you got a pair!
Sir! Yes, sir!
Ava? You are the lowest form of life on Earth. You are not even a human fucking being. You are nothing but an unorganized, crap-astic piece of invader shit. It is my mission to trim all the useless fat from the Special Defense Unit. I will bend you over until I can reach 2 hands up your gaping asshole and clap. Sir, yes sir. Do you think I'm cute? Private? Do you think I'm funny? Then wipe that disgusting grin off your face. You will not laugh. You will not cry. I pretended not to see what I just saw and left the rec room. What do I know? Maybe this kind of rough treatment is exactly what he needs. Takemaru spent the rest of the day getting beaten back into shape by Ava. I felt a bit sorry for him, but if anyone was tough enough to survive this, it was Takemaru. I think anyway. Day 55. That means the rematch with Yugamu is the day after tomorrow. I guess I should see how Takemaru is doing.
Next question, Mr. Yakushiji. What cards do we swap when we have this hand? Be a good boy and answer your teacher.
Ava, teacher, your face is real close. Just my face? Not just your face, I can feel them against me. Her vibe seems way different from yesterday. Not even her vibe, her whole personality. Oh, that's Dolmenic cognitive reconstruction therapy for you. Dolmen what now? Oops, sorry, those words don't mean anything to you, do they? Simply put, Ava switched to a personality better suited for teaching. Is that even possible? But it seems like even Takemaru's personality has changed. That's just because he was torn down and built back up again. Marine Corps style. Not bad, Ava. Maybe I should take a page out of your book. Well, do you feel teacher Ava's sweet lessons making you better? Yes, I have never felt better in my life. Well, as long as this gets results, I guess. Now in alluring female instructor mode, Ava coached Takemaru late into the night. I was a little worried about whether or not she will be back to her usual self tomorrow. Her usual self? Wait, what is her usual self anyway? Something is bothering me, but I can't. Too sleepy to think. The rematch between Yugamu and Takemaru is finally coming up tomorrow. Now all hope for victory rests with Ava. I better go check in on how those two are managing. There is no way things have escalated and gotten even more ethically dubious since yesterday, right? Through an internal process of release and purification, your soul has reached a new state. Yes, all of my worldly desires and tumultuous emotions are now calm. Indeed, this is the path to enlightenment and serenity. You see how your emotional libido has reached paradise through qualitative collapse? Yes, and I see a light, an orange light. What is this? Oh, Mr. Takumi, I overstimulated his emotional state to the point of destruction. Overstimulated? Is that what was going on yesterday? Yes, the female teacher experience was too much for a healthy, illuminated male student. As a result, his impulse for desire was overridden and now he is in the ideal state to receive an education. Now all that is left is to drill the necessary techniques into his head at the optional efficiency rate.
Hey!
I see, this isn't exactly what I was expecting, but I was right about things being pretty wild over here. Teacher, I'm streamlining intuitive action items and synergizing revolutionary scalability. Very good. Continue to use your alpha to kappa your beta all the way to true epsilon. Oh, I'm a perfect soldier. I think I better just leave them alone. I have no idea if I was right to leave Takemaru in Ava's hands, but come what may, the rematch is tomorrow. All we can do now is roll the dice and watch what happens. Bedtime. And so the day of the rematch was finally upon us. I doubt how much competition Takemaru can really provide, but no matter what happens, I need to see how this competition ends. Takemaru and Yugamu were already squaring off on a table in the rec room. Ava was right behind Takemaru like a true coach. You actually came to face me? How delightful! Who do you think you are talking to? I never backed down. Looks like he went full circle and came back around to the Takemaru we all know and love. Which means I can say I'm super confident he's going to win. Before we begin, allow me to reaffirm the terms of our agreement. As I mentioned before, as an assassin, I value the importance of a proper contract. When you lose, you'll immediately be my guinea pig to torture without mercy. Yugamu's words caused a shiver to run down my spine. I doubted he was bluffing. Even if Takemaru is a friend to him, he won't show an ounce of mercy.
Hey!
Yeah, no shit. Do you think you are gonna get me to chicken out this late in the game? No, I was merely making sure. Now then, time for a rematch of our poker game. Hold it right there. We ain't playing poker. Huh? We are playing Old Maid. Huh? What in the world are you on about? I didn't take you for a jokester. This is no joke. Yugamu, you said it yourself. You said we will play cards again in 9 days. Oh, that's right. He really did say that. I see. I do remember saying that. In other words, as long as it's a card game, it does not violate your contract. Our contract, you say. You have found yourself a nice loophole, haven't you? Very well, I agree to play Old Maid for our rematch. I see they use Yugamu's own allegiance to contracts against him. If this is Ava's strategy, that must mean they have been secretly practicing Old Maid for the past 3 days. She might have given him the advantage, relatively speaking. But even with this, can Takemaru win? A one-on-one game of Old Maid is a game of pure bluffing and poker faces. Takemaru is likely still pretty bad at both of those things. And so began the game of Old Maid that will determine whether or not Takemaru will be tortured. Naturally, the cards in your hand keep depleting unless you have the Old Maid.
What a wonderful game. We both know the Old Maid is in your hand right now. It's do or die. Can you get me to draw it or not? One-on-one Old Maid is quite the thrill.
Enough stating the obvious. Draw a fucking card. If you dare.
Oh, for the love of murder, you're so impatient. We should be savoring this.
Yugamu made a show of hovering his finger between two cards. Of course, he was carefully observing Takemaru's expression. The lack of any change in his face was honestly shocking to see. Takemaru had been so horrible at bluffing before. Was this because of Ava's training?
You've come a long way for someone who couldn't maintain a poker face to save his life. But unfortunately for you, it won't work on me. This must not be the Old Maid.
Yugamu confidently plucked one of the cards from Takemaru, and then revealed the pair of sevens now in his hand.
Honestly, I couldn't read anything from Takemaru's face.
This is bad. Mr. Omokage is not looking at his face.
Huh? What else is there to look at?
Ava's right. I'm looking at Takemaru's muscles.
My muscles?
Try as you might to hide your expression. There are some involuntary actions that can't be controlled. Your tension and emotion appear as minute changes in your facial muscles. I can read them. Thanks to my medical knowledge and professional experience, that is.
He just whipped out a new skill during a kid's game like this is a full-on battle. But this doesn't look good. There's no way Takemaru can win now.
You should be proud of the fact that you've come far enough to make me use these tactics. And you should lament that you have to fight me with the old maid in your hand.
The number of cards in their hands continued to deplete. Yugamu never drew the old maid even once. At last Takemaru was holding 2 cards, including the old maid, while Yugamu had only a single card remaining.
Oh, if Yugamu doesn't draw the old maid on his next move, it's all over.
No. Unless...
Go on. Take one.
No need to tell me twice. This is the end.
Yugamu smiled, assured of his victory, but his grin went ice the moment he saw which card he drew.
Impossible! The old maid? Oh, but how?
Now I get to pull the trigger. You ready, Yugamu?
Damn.
Takemaru grabbed the card without hesitation and slammed it down on the table with his final card. And all that remained in Yugamu's grasp was the Joker. Hell yeah, I won! Splendid work, Mr. Takemaru. How did you manage to fool me? I was sure I could see pain and uneasy in your facial muscle when I put my hand on that card. Hey, let me show you why. Takemaru shoved his other hand, the one he hadn't been using to hold his card. Blood was flowing down his palm. I see, you hurt yourself at the exact right moment and used that pain to camouflage your reaction. Voiced by your own petard. But that doesn't explain how you managed to draw the right card immediately after. That was just dumb luck. Dumb luck after all that? You were just shaking so much that I overwhelmed you. Anyone who does that is gonna lose in a fight. I see, how fascinating. Well, it was a great game. I accept my defeat. You lost, but your eyes are still all lit up with excitement. It's creeping me the hell out. I just had such a good time with you. A very fulfilling struggle to the death. I feel it deep within my heart. Right, the wound on your hand. Please let me lavish it with intense treatment. You are seriously creeping me the fuck out, man. What a shock, Takemaru actually won. I don't really understand it all, but I guess this means getting Ava to train him was the right choice. Just when I was feeling satisfied about a job well done.
Intruder alert! Intruder alert! Unauthorized personnel detected on school grounds. Defense mode initiated. All available troops prepare for battle immediately.
An enemy attack, huh? Seems so. It's unacceptable to interrupt a lady as she launches. Let's finish these cuts off quickly so I can continue my reread of them slunk. Good grief, nobody is taking things seriously anymore. Let's get going, guys. Special defense unit, move out.
Ha! What a bunch of worthless wimps!
Takemaru, our breathing is perfectly synced.
Wait, what? This is an odd couple. How do you guys feel about RPF?
Keep your guard up, guys. It's not over until we take out the commander.
Here I come!
I'll kill them all at once!
It can't be over already! I am Zenta, the paragon of harmony. Even if my flesh is destroyed here, my soul shall live on eternally, and it will destroy you all.
With those final words, something strange happened to Zenta's body. It splintered all over and burst into tiny pieces, disappearing in a plume of smoke.
No way! A no ropes 200-volt double hell double barbed wire barricade double landmine glass crush deathmatch?
No, they just self-destructed.
Huh? The hell's that about? Pretty disappointing for a commander.
Well, who cares? We won easily.
The atmosphere in the battlefield had been relaxed until just then. Smoke filled our vision, accompanied by the sound of something hitting the ground at a high speed.
What is this? I have detected another hostile presence. Everybody, look! Over there!
Such foolish behavior from Zenta.
You... Veshness.
Veshness rose from the swirling dust.
I was going to absorb her cryptoglobin as well, but... well, it doesn't amount to any more than a rounding error. But it would be so boring to leave empty-handed after coming all this way.
With a smile, Veshness slowly turned toward us. The sight was so overwhelmingly intimidating that I froze in place.
Why don't I hunt down and devour 2 or 3 of you for a bit of fun?
Anyone but me, please!
Don't be a pussy! We just gotta fight back.
He's right. We're plenty strong enough right now.
Oh? Are you volunteering to die for me? Then I'll give you what you want.
It happened instantly. I couldn't even see what happened to them, but Takemaru and Yugamu were face down on the ground.
No! No way! This doesn't look good!
What a bore. That was hardly fun at all.
It was horrible. Our mood had done a complete turnaround, and now we were in the depths of hellish despair.
At this rate, we'll all be killed.
Damn it! Not on my watch!
I grabbed hold of my weapon again with trembling hands and reflexively ran toward Veshness.
Takumi, you can't!
Oh! Another one wants to commit suicide?
I had no shot of winning, but if I didn't do something, we would all end up dead. I felt a white-hot pain and heard a scream. That's when I blacked out. Takumi. Wake up, Takumi. Nozomi. Thank God you're finally awake. Could you come with me? Everyone is waiting outside. Yo, look who finally decided to wake up. How dare you worry us like that? What happened to me? I thought she Veshness. Right, I tried to face off with her, but I went down without a fight.
You don't remember. You beat her.
What?
I beat her?
Oh,
It was a tear-jerker of a reversal. I guess that's what you call fight or flight.
Huh.
If they published that fight in Jump, it would top their polls. It was legendary.
Yeah.
Now we don't have to worry about that scary lady anymore. You are the best team leader. I watched everyone react with admiration and relief, but I couldn't really internalize it. I defeated Weshness, me, that easily? Relax, Mr. Sumina, I made sure she was dead. You have solved a huge problem for us. It's just too bad our hero doesn't remember his deeds. Yep, a gang with a dead boss is destined to fall apart. Now we'll just be killing off the minions, sounds boring. It's too early to let our guard down, although I do understand the sentiment. Whatever man, as long as we have our invincible leader, nothing is gonna happen to us. Things are going so well, we'll just be entertaining ourselves until we can go back home. But seriously, what a relief. I guess I really did it. It finally hit me as I saw Nozomi's teary smile. Alright, Mr. Sumina, you have been asleep for quite a number of days. Right, the same issue that happened with the revival-matic with the Lady Doremi and myself happened again with you. Really, Exile, how long was I gone? Today is day 73, so you were out for about 2 weeks. Whoa, I had been out for a while, but I guess it's a small price to pay. I went to sleep after everyone had congratulated me on my success. My head still felt foggy, but the relief I felt outweighed it. I guess that's how much stress Weshness was causing me day in and day out. I feel like I'll be able to have a pleasant sleep for the first time in a long while. Morning already? I feel like I'm already back to normal. Maybe it's because I was able to sleep stress-free now that Weshness was dealt with. Now then, what to do today?
Hey, Takumi. It's been a while.
Why did I come to see him again? It will be one thing if I needed his advice again. Actually, even at that, I would prefer not to see him. But somehow I found myself coming here.
You look like you fully recovered. Glad to see you looking so well.
Eito rose to his feet. You knew I was out? Yes, everyone told me. Then I'm sure you have heard things have turned in our favor in the terms of the war. That must be disappointing news for someone who despises humanity. I was trying to provoke him, but surprisingly Eito didn't take the bait. Instead, he yawned disinterestedly. I suppose so. Well, it doesn't mean much to me. I've lost interest in where this fight is going lately. Maybe I'm better suited to relaxing in here. Are you saying that to get us to let our guard down? Not at all. I really couldn't be bothered to cave. I have to question why I used to be so desperate and preoccupied about it even. Indeed, humans are hideous to me, but that is an immutable fact, a natural law. Maybe I've gotten used to it, just like I've gotten used to the boring sights in here. I mean, people get nose blind even to the most foul-smelling foods, right? That was a rather cruel comparison, but it made sense. Well, I suppose even hatred can't last forever. I didn't sense that drive anymore, that wicked hostility that used to be so integral to Eito. That predatory glint in his eyes that used to make me feel like he would slit my throat in an instant if given the chance was all but gone. You have changed. Maybe this situation here did it to me. Do you mean you reflected on yourself while you have been in the solitary? No, like I told you, I rather like it in here. I guess if I had to explain it, I get to live with a certain degree of comfort I have never felt before. Comfort, huh? It's a word that's almost entirely at odds with his true character, but strangely I felt myself empathizing with Eito. Maybe it was all because of the relief I felt after defeating Weshness. Well, I can't even imagine what it's like to live in a cage, but how do you pass the days here anyway? I suddenly found myself asking him out of interest. Oh, Takumi, don't tell me you are interested in my life now. His eyes suddenly lit up. Damn it, maybe I shouldn't have asked. Well, I suppose if you absolutely insist, I'll tell you. But only because it's you, Takumi. Come on, you don't gotta put it like that. Don't be shy, this is how things work between us. Hey, hold on, stop acting like we have some kind of special... Here, let me explain my daily routine. First things first, when I wake up early in the cage, I... Hey, are you even listening? I guess that about covers it. What do you think, Takumi? Life under house arrest doesn't sound so bad, does it? It sounds god-awful. Actually, despite everything, after hearing his lengthy story, that initial reaction of mine had faded. It does have an unexpected kind of appeal, I guess. Somehow he managed to change my mind. How did this even happen? I'm glad to hear you get it. That reaction really pisses me off. Then you should try experiencing life in here for yourself. How will I even do that? You want me to live in there with you? In a single cage together? I don't know if I'm ready for that kind of commitment. But the cage next to me is available. That's right, the cage Ava usually sleeps in is empty. Right, it seems that Ava has started sleeping in Kaku's room. Everyone has become so gracious, although their treatment of me remains the same. I didn't know that. Well then, that certainly means that one cage is available. Hello, new neighbor. Oh, I'm positively sick with excitement. Maybe I should create a guide to living under house arrest as the more experienced of the two of us. Hey, I didn't agree to anything just yet. Even though I was repulsed by Eito, for some reason I couldn't deny the appeal of experiencing life under house arrest. I guess it couldn't hurt just to try it, just for a little while. Then I better jump into it while my motivation is high. I'll get ready tonight. Mornings start early under house arrest. The coldness woke me up before the morning announcement could.
Does it feel like a struggle to live like this?
Yes. At first, I was completely taken aback by how difficult it was. But it's funny how people adapt. I can find some kind of joy in the simple things, like the melancholy of the passing seasons.
The true joy of living under house arrest, you mean?
Yeah. It feels worth experiencing.
He started to neatly sort through the pebbles under his feet. When I asked what he was doing, he told me he was going to use them to make jewelry.
Visitors from the big city buy pieces off of me. Well, I hardly get any money for them, but still.
Though his smile was bitter, his hands were deft and practiced.
I'd be lying if I said I didn't have my worries. But I chose this life of confinement.
I could see a hint of pride in his countenance as he explained his reasoning.
Come on, Eito. Stop with the weird voiceover. Your pretentious narration is getting to me. Oh, you're no fun. It was so fitting. This is only my first day living like this. Why would you want to make me sound like some seasoned pro? Still, mornings here aren't so bad, are they? It is kind of refreshing, but... Seeing the smug delight in Eito's face made me regret responding so positively. I decided to keep the rest of my thoughts to myself and laid down inside the cage. Surprisingly, it didn't feel oppressive or cramped. How strange. I told you, not bad at all, right? You'll come to understand what's so nice about it over time. Look forward to it.
Hey!
Yeah, it will be even better if you were far, far away. Still, time seems to pass slowly here. I'm getting sleepy again. Today is the second day of life in the cage. Even though I had nothing to do, somehow I didn't find myself getting bored. Actually, there was more to do in the cage than I had thought. I could get lost in thoughts or create things in my imagination. This could be the ideal environment for a writer, confined for total concentration. Looks like you are starting to adapt to life here. Let me guess, right now you are controlling a character you created in your head, right? How did you... Wait, that's probably a stupid question. You've been down this same road. The real fun begins when you relinquish control over the characters in your imagination and let them run around on their own. Maybe we should let the people in our brains fight each other. My imaginary guy will never lose to yours. After all, he's got a hyperspeed telekinetic force sword that can break anything down to the subatomic level. Well, I have two hyperdimensional shrinking buster launchers that can demolish space itself on my side. Two? That's not fair. You can just dual wield too. Okay, then my guy is gonna manifest two arms out of his back using his aura. It's so quiet. Time passes in total comfort here. That day, someone visited my kids as I lived out my new life of confinement.
Ugh! You really went in there voluntarily? Do you feel like a panda? Or a gorilla or something? I'm shocked by what an eccentric weirdo you are.
Watch your mouth, Ima. Here you go, Takumi. I made you lunch.
Oh, thanks, Kako.
I also made you dessert. Fig and sea cucumber tart.
I'll let Eito have that. Just kidding. Thank you.
Still, I can't believe you can stand it in there. I would have dropped out after a day.
I'm surprised myself. Well, home is where you make it, I guess.
Now that I hear myself saying that so casually, I realize it's exactly what Eito would say. I looked in the cage beside me, and sure enough, Eito was smirking.
Yes, I'm so proud to have raised my very own full-fledged cage dweller.
Man, stop acting like I'm your protege. I didn't do this to emulate you.
It's strange. Maybe it's because you're both in cages, but you two kind of resemble each other in a way.
Resemble each other? Me and Eito?
Oh, now that you mention it, I totally see it. They say family look more and more like each other over time.
Ugh, who are you calling family? You're giving me the heebie-jeebies.
How wonderful. I knew getting you into a cage was the right decision. Although I can't really recognize any physical similarities between us, I feel like the part of us that's similar is the shape of our souls.
I don't get it at all. The shape of our souls, huh? There can't be more to what Kako is saying than physical appearance. I was almost beginning to forget that Eito is a mentally insane deviant. Ignore the twins and Eito as they amused themselves with the topic. I sulked and laid on the ground. And so my life continued in the cage. As the days went by, time flowed by effortlessly. I heard a school bell. What day is it anyway? I've all but lost all sense of time since I started living in here. Time passes so slowly and comfortably.
Intruder alert! Intruder alert! Unauthorized personnel detected on school grounds. Defense mode initiated. All available troops prepare for battle immediately.
The alarm, we are under attack. I was snapped back to cold reality in an instant. I didn't have time for this. I needed to get out and fight. Hey, someone get me out of here. But no one answered my cries. No one showed up to the courtyard. What's going on? Damn it, I need to do something. Is it possible that the enemy caught everyone by surprise and things are so bad they can't come get me? Or maybe it's worse than that. These dark thoughts are making me spiral. Hey Takumi, you seem to be in a bit of a panic. Eito, let me out of here quickly. What's the need? The need? I need to fight to protect the school and everyone else. Just then I realized something strange. Eito had left his cage. How did you get out? You have got it all wrong, Takumi.
I've always been out here. You're the one who's been living in the cage.
What are you talking about? I know, you colluded with the invaders to get out. Wrong again, we are not talking about that particular dimension. The important thing here is that the person in the cage couldn't recognize that it was a cage. I don't understand what he is trying to say. I don't understand at all, right? Yes, just like that. I know you know what is really going on. You can't break out of a cage that truly imprisons you, no matter how much you struggle. That's why it doesn't matter whether you leave that cage or not. the outcome is the same. You said it yourself, home is where you make it. You need to recognize the cage for what it is. That's the only way you'll find happiness. Eito's words swirled around in my head. My legs grew weak. I didn't have the strength to grip the iron bars. I lost the will to speak. And then the fog started to overtake my mind. That familiar fog. But I have to get out of here. Huh?
You've been spacing all the way out, dude.
I came to in a familiar classroom. Gaku was eyeing me suspiciously.
Snap out of it, man. Didn't you get enough sleep last night?
Oh no. Well, I guess. I feel like I'm forgetting something important.
It can't be that important if you forgot it.
Yeah. Nothing important. Wait. No. What about the invaders? What happened with the enemy attack? I was in the cage in the courtyard and...
Huh? Enemy attack? What are you even talking about, bro?
What?
I looked around just as Gaku had implied. There was nothing but peace all around us in the classroom. Even the scenery outside the window is calm. Did I misunderstand something? But how? Yo, you don't look so hot. You good? I wasn't good at all. I was in a horrible state. My head ached. I felt a sickness in my chest. That wasn't all either. My stomach was starting to pang painfully. Like something had happened to me. Was the milk you just drank spoiled or something? But I had one too. Is that even possible with this school's meal system? I couldn't even respond to Gaku's confused rambling. Not only that, but my stomach pain was rapidly getting worse. I'm gonna go lay down. Yeah, that's probably for the best. Take care, man. Once I finally got to my room, I fell face down in bed. I couldn't even think through the severe pain in my stomach. I'm so sure there's something I need to be worried about. Right, but my stomach hurts so bad. The bell a whole day must have passed while I was suffering. I can't do this. I can't even get up. My stomach hurts so bad. For now, I just need to wait for it to pass. Another day wasted? While my stomach pain isn't getting any better, if anything, it feels like it's getting worse. I don't have time for this, and no one is even coming to check on me. I didn't think they were that cold. Eito's words raced through my head as I lay in bed, nothing about my situation changing at all.
What you see is not always the truth. I've always been out here. You're the one who's been living in the cage.
I don't hear the bell anymore. I don't know what time it is, or even where I am right now. The next thing I knew, a wavering, ghostly figure was looking down at me in the darkness. His expression seemed vaguely sorrowful.
I see. It's too late for you.
The apparition made of flames gradually faded and disappeared. I could swear I knew him from somewhere, but it felt like I had forgotten all about him somewhere along the way. I reached my hand out to him, trying to get him to wait. But he was already gone. My consciousness melted into the darkness. And then I had the strangest dream. Right.
You've done well to hold your ground against our the strongest hero of all. But your battle ends here. I resent that things are going according to her plan. But this is the destiny of the battlefield. Prepare yourselves.
This paragon of warfare, Dalsha. He's in an entirely different league from the other commanders.
What about Takumi?
He's still not waking up.
He was impaled right through the stomach. It's a miracle he's still alive.
Can we win this without him?
He lost his marbles, but he was our strongest fighter.
Don't say that! He's... Okay, time out! This isn't the time for this!
It's do or die. Our backs are to the wall and we don't have a leader.
He should have stabbed me instead. It doesn't matter if I'm gone or not.
I'll take care of Samino. Soldiers, do whatever it takes to defend the school. If this base falls, everyone's going down with it.
Our mission remains unchanged. We will kill the invaders.
Pitiful. Still struggling against me, even though your fate is sealed. But so be it. Let us put an end to this extensive battle.
Everyone is fighting so hard. Unable to so much as lift a finger, I just watched the fight unfold.
So this is it then. I understand your limitations now.
He... detransformed?
Now do you realize how powerless you are? This form is more than sufficient.
Ugh, I hate to say it, but he's right. Our attacks hardly do anything.
His defense is ironclad. If only I'd finished preparing my countermeasure.
You mean the poison? Well, there's no telling if it would have worked.
I wish Takumi was okay and here with us.
Weep not. You fought well. Now, let us end this.
No, this can't be. Wasn't this supposed to end in a draw?
Dalsha, you fought so hard for so long. You should be honored that you were permitted to offer your cryptoglobin to me in death.
You were just waiting for your chance to absorb him, weren't you?
Indeed. He lacked loyalty. Leaving him to his own devices would have been a mistake. After all, I'm already in a position where I must consider what I will do after this battle is over.
Purging the influence of the previous regime, huh? You seem pretty confident you're going to win.
She killed that annoying geezer. In a way, this is an opportunity for us.
Is that what you believe? As you stand before the unparalleled power I've accumulated after absorbing more and more cryptoglobin?
She isn't bluffing. The weight of her strength is completely overwhelming!
Annihilating you would be no challenge. But I shall grant you some reprieve, seeing as your leader is currently out of commission.
Are you just trying to prolong our despair before you kill us? You're pure evil!
I'll wait for him to recover. You should hurry up and get him back in fighting form.
With that despair-inducing proclamation, Weshness was gone. Everyone held my body into the school with a great teeth. What a horrible nightmare. I want to wake up. Is this really a dream, though? It's all so vivid. My body underwent medical treatment. Everyone was talking as they surrounded me. I couldn't even open my mouth despite being fully conscious. I might as well have been bound and restrained. I simply listened in silence.
This means we only have until he wakes up before.
Damn it! Wake up already, Takumi! You're our only hope!
He'll be fine. He should be back any second now.
Fine? Really?
Yes, soon he'll be back in fighting form.
That's not what I mean! Everybody else knows what I'm talking about, right? There's been something off with Takumi for a while now.
Huh.
She ain't wrong. He's been real messed up for a long time now.
Right. He was talking about the dead like they were still with us. Darami and Kyoshika.
It wasn't at all uncommon for him to be on an entirely different page from the rest of us.
Honestly, it was a little eerie.
I saw him trying to talk to the empty cage beside Ava a few times.
He was talking as if Veshness was already defeated, too. Very interesting symptoms.
I don't buy for a second that this was caused by a glitch in the Revive-O-Matic. Something clearly isn't right with him. And how dare you make him fight in that state?
What were we supposed to do then? Even if something isn't right with his perception of reality, he's better than anyone in battle.
Yeah, he was practically demonic on the battlefield.
Right. His presence helped us keep our casualties to a minimum.
But it was kind of painful to watch him like that. I could barely stand it.
Yeah. We talked about this, didn't we? I said I'd do something once I figured out the cause.
Takumi.
What? What's going on? I was living in a different reality from everyone else? I knew it. Daruma and Kyoshika really were dead, and Eito wasn't in that cage anymore. Which means the world I have been living in.
You've been spacing all the way out, dude. Snap out of it, man. Didn't you get enough sleep last night?
I leapt to my feet and knocked over my chair. No, it's all wrong. This isn't reality. Descending into total panic, I whirled around only to see it. Whoa, Sir Takumi, why are you making such a scared face? The dead were talking to me. Kyoshika, who was now staring at me so quizzically, was dead. In reality, she was resting in her grave in the schoolyard, which means this isn't reality. I dashed out of the classroom, trying to escape the nightmare. That's right, this isn't reality. How did I not realize it? No, I knew, but I had forgotten somehow. How long have I been stuck in this dream? You are panting like some kind of creep. Are you in heat? Stay away from me, you're not real. I ran even further, trying to shake off the phantoms that weren't meant to be in this world. The hallway just kept going endlessly and eternally. I ran alone.
Looks like you've remembered.
You did this. I knew it. Yes, it all started on day 31, the moment you became aware of the brainwashing. I was forced to take drastic measures to reset your distrust and suspicion of me. By making me hallucinate? Yes, just a little application of the brainwashing device I used on Ava. I triggered a type of autocorrection in your brain to prevent you from becoming any more suspicious. You were meant to live a comfortable life with no sense of danger or stress. There, the serious problems you face are replaced with trivial issues. You no longer had to feel the mental burden of your comrade's death or Eito's escape. Is making me believe Veshness was defeated part of this then?
Yeah.
Yes, her presence was such a threat that it created unimaginable stress for you. However, there were some gaps in your memory as you struggled to compensate for discrepancies with reality. I see, so that's why. Honestly, I should have been thrilling with rage knowing he had tampered with my memories, my reality. But all I could think about was how sorry I was for all of my friends. During those hellish 100 days, I was the only one who got to spend the majority of them cozily wrapped in delusion. Pangs of guilt and a sorrowful sense of disconnection flooded my hollow skull. I was supposed to fight with everyone until the end. That was how I vowed to spend my second chance at this life.
Oh.
I truly regret what I have done to you, even if it was all for the sake of protecting humanity. That's why I will present you with one final option. A final option? Right now in the real world, the final battle with Weshness is ongoing. Your physical form is fighting, of course, but to be frank with you, the fight is hopeless. Unfortunately, I have played every hand I had. Defeat is only a matter of time. You have two choices. I can remove the adjustment to your perception starting now, and your consciousness will return to reality. Of course, all that awaits you there is your inevitable destruction. Or you can continue to live in this comfortable dream. Wait, if I escape into my dream, won't my death in reality follow? No, you can stretch out your subjective experience in your own consciousness. In other words, even your physical death happens after only a few minutes, you will be able to dream for many years. If you wanted, you could immerse yourself in a peaceful, happy dream for all eternity. But while I do that, everyone in reality, as I told you, total annihilation after the school falls is now inevitable. Think of this choice as your reward, a kind of penance for what I have done to you. As self-serving as that may sound. With that, Sirei presented me with 2 capsules, one red and one blue. Take the red pill and you go back to reality where nothing but despair awaits you. You take the blue pill and you continue to live out your comfortable fantasy.
The choice is yours.
I stared at the 2 colorful pills for hours or maybe just seconds. And then I made my decision. I chose the blue pill. I couldn't stand the idea of going back to a world with nothing but despair only to die there. There was no guarantee that anything I had just learned was even true. I no longer knew what was dream and what was reality. It's all a matter of perception anyway, maybe Eito had been right. And that meant that the dream I chose was worth just as much as reality, right? As I swallowed the pill, my consciousness was enveloped in a gentle fog. You did well, soldier. Sweet dreams.
You've been spacing all the way out, dude. Snap out of it, man. Didn't you get enough sleep last night?
Wait, huh? Why do we all have milk cartons?
Oh, did you forget? This is part of an important ritual.
Ritual?
Miss Shizuhara's joking with you. Don't look so serious.
It's just that someone started drinking one, and for some reason it caught on with the rest of us until we all had one.
I guess that's herd mentality.
Maybe we're infected with zombie bacteria. Finally, I might get the killing game I've been waiting for.
Could you not bring that up while I'm trying to drink?
Fuck! I can't suck out the damn milk stuck in the corner!
You need better lung capacity, like me. Check this out.
Wow. She sucked the carton flat. That's like a trick someone in a battle manga would do.
Irritating dregs that no one can get rid of. I feel a kind of kinship.
That makes sense for you, but I seriously regret drinking this cheap milk.
I will swallow anything you command me to.
I watched as everyone conversed in high spirits with a strange feeling in my heart. Everyone is here. It was an entirely ordinary scene, and yet I felt myself tearing up for some reason.
What's the matter, Takumi?
Huh? Oh no, it is...
You should have some too. Join us.
Eito, he's right. I grabbed the carton and started to sip it like everyone else. Although I had the feeling I was forgetting something important. I suppose it couldn't have been that important if I can remember it clearly. Right, it doesn't matter any more than choosing to suck out every last drop of milk. I took the red pill in my hand. I could come up with dozens of reasons, but in the end, maybe I just couldn't stand the idea of escaping into a tranquil dream alone. I see, so that's your choice. A hellish reality over a peaceful dream. You've got it all wrong. The real hell is this dream. I couldn't even realize I was in hell, here, nor that I was leaving my friends behind in their own hell. Nothing could be worse than that. I see, I respect your final decision. My decision, that's right. It was all I had after losing everything in this indulgent dream. At least I could choose how it ends. I swallowed the pill and I went back. The thrust right in the middle of inescapable death. The school was destroyed, belching black plumes of smoke. The only movement on the battlefield came from the invaders.
Nozomi!
As much as I didn't want to admit it, I could tell from her pale face that her wounds were lethal.
I'm so sorry, Nozomi. I should have come back sooner.
Takumi, you came back to us. The real Takumi. You're back.
She smiled weakly. We were already surrounded by countless invaders.
That's right. That's right. I'm here. I'm not going anywhere.
Thank goodness.
In her final moments, she let out a deep sigh. Then she closed her eyes.
Nozomi, everybody, watch over me for just a bit longer. I'll be with all of you soon.
I pointed my blade at the invaders as they drew in closer. I did it so I could fight right there in reality until the very last moments of my life. I had no regrets. This was the world I chose to live in after all. It was the reality I wanted.